I drive for a package delivery service. I have been doing this job for 6 years. I deliver to hundreds of addresses every week. Most delivery instructions are straightforward. Leave at door. Ring doorbell. Hand to customer. Simple. But some people write instructions that seem to come from another dimension. Instructions that are impossible. Instructions that make no sense. Instructions that assume I have abilities I do not have. Last Tuesday, I had a delivery with a note that said, "Leave package in backyard but do not open gate because dog will escape. Walk around house and throw package over fence into yard. Make sure it lands on grass, not concrete, so contents do not break. But do not throw too hard, or it might go over fence into neighbor's yard. Also, package contains fragile glassware, so handle with care." I read this 3 times. The customer wanted me to gently throw a fragile package over a fence with perfect accuracy while not opening the gate. I left the package at the front door, added a note explaining I could not throw fragile items. The customer called my supervisor, said I did not follow instructions. My supervisor asked if the instructions were reasonable. I showed him the note. He laughed. He said, "Leave packages where it is safe and reasonable. Ignore impossible instructions." He deals with complaints like this constantly. People write instructions that violate physics, then get angry when physics wins. The most common impossible instruction is hide the package where no one can see it, but I can easily find it when I get home. A woman wrote, "Hide package behind bush to the left of door. Make sure it is completely concealed. But do not put it too far back because I am short and cannot reach. Also make sure it is visible enough that I know to look there, but invisible to anyone else." I did my best. Put it mostly behind the bush. Visible if you knew to look. Not obvious to passers-by. The woman called and complained, said the package was too visible. Anyone could have seen it. I explained I balanced her conflicting instructions. She said there was no conflict. The instructions were clear. I should have done better. My supervisor asked what better meant in this context. She could not explain. Just knew I should have done it differently. Another customer wrote, "Leave package inside garage. Garage code is 5555. Do not let cat escape from garage. Close door immediately." I entered the code. Opened the garage. A cat shot out between my legs before I could react. I tried to catch it. It ran away. I left the package in the garage. Closed the door. Left a note that cat escaped. The customer was furious. Said I was incompetent. How hard was it to not let a cat escape? I explained cats are fast. The customer said that was not an excuse. I should have been faster. My supervisor asked if I was a professional cat wrangler. I said no. He said then the customer's expectations were unreasonable, but the customer still left a bad review saying I released her cat. The cat came back that night. But the damage to my rating stayed. Another impossible category is instructions that require knowledge I do not have. A customer wrote, "Leave package in flower pot. You will know which one." I arrived at a house with 14 flower pots, all identical. I had no idea which one. I called the customer. No answer. I left it in one at random. Wrong one, apparently. The customer complained. Said it was obvious which pot. The one nearest the door. I explained there were 2 pots equally near the door. One on each side. She said the right side. I said the instructions did not specify a side. She said it was implied. I said implications do not help when I am standing there with 14 pots. She said I should have figured it out. I said I was a delivery driver, not a psychic. Another customer wrote, "Use secret knock so I know it is you and not strangers." What secret knock? No knock was described. I knocked normally. The customer did not answer. Left a note saying I did not use the secret knock, so she did not open the door. I called my supervisor. He said there is no secret knock database. Customers cannot expect us to know their personal codes. But this customer insists all her deliveries use the secret knock. My supervisor told her we cannot accommodate that. She switched delivery services. Probably has the same problem there. The weirdest instructions involve assuming I will do things way beyond my job. A customer wrote, After delivering package, please take my trash bins to the curb. It is trash day and I am not home. I delivered the package. I did not move the trash bins. The customer complained, said I was unhelpful. I explained moving trash bins is not part of delivery service. She said it would have taken 2 seconds. I said yes, but it is not my job. She said I had no community spirit. I said I had 300 deliveries that day. If I did favors at every house, I would never finish my route. She said that was my problem. I should manage my time better. Another customer wrote, "Please come inside and set up my computer. Package contains new monitor. I cannot lift heavy things. Need help connecting it." I left the package at the door. The customer called upset, said the instructions were clear. I explained I am not tech support. She said it was just basic setup. I said I was not insured to enter homes. She said I was being difficult. I said I was following company policy. She demanded compensation for having to pay someone else to set up her monitor. My supervisor said no. A different customer wrote, "Package contains birthday gift for my daughter. Please wrap it before leaving it at door. Wrapping paper is in the garage. I do not have time to wrap it myself." I left the package unwrapped. The customer 1-starred my rating. Said I ruined her daughter's birthday. My supervisor explained we are not gift wrapping services. The customer said we should be. That would be good customer service. My supervisor said we are delivery service, not wrapping service. The customer said the line between those was arbitrary. After experiencing these situations repeatedly, I started asking other delivery drivers about their impossible instructions. Everyone had stories. One driver told me about a note that said, "Do not ring doorbell, do not knock, do not make any noise, but make sure I know package arrived." The driver left the package silently. The customer complained they did not know it arrived until hours later. The driver said that was the point of the instructions. The customer said the driver should have found a way to notify them without making noise. The driver asked how. The customer suggested texting. The driver said they did not have the customer's phone number. The customer said drivers should get customer numbers. The driver said that would be a privacy violation. The customer said privacy was less important than package notification. Another driver told me about instructions that said, "Leave package inside unlocked front door. If door is locked, hide key which is under third rock from left near garden." I counted 3 times to be sure. The driver found the key, opened the door, left the package inside, locked the door, returned the key. The customer complained the package was not inside. The driver insisted it was left inside. The customer checked. No package. Turns out the customer meant the third rock from the right. The driver put the package in the wrong house. That house was also unlocked with a hidden key. The neighbor had the package. The driver got written up. The customer never apologized for the ambiguous instructions. A different driver told me about a customer who left an instruction. "Please play with my dog for 5 minutes before leaving. He gets lonely." The driver delivered the package. Did not play with the dog. The customer left a 1-star review. Said the driver was cold and unfriendly. The driver's supervisor asked if playing with customer pets was in the job description. It was not. The supervisor told the customer we cannot guarantee pet interaction. The customer said that was why modern society was falling apart. No one took time for simple kindness anymore. The supervisor said kindness was different from job requirements. The customer canceled their account. Another driver had a note that said, "Package is surprise for husband. Hide it very well. He is home today and extremely observant. I will get it tonight after he leaves." The driver hid the package behind a bush. The husband found it. The wife blamed the driver for not hiding it well enough. The driver said there were limited hiding places at a residence. The wife said the driver should have been more creative. The driver asked where she would have hidden it. She said somewhere the husband would never look. The driver said that required knowledge of the husband. She said good drivers anticipate customer needs. The driver said anticipating and mind reading were different things. One driver told me about the strangest instruction he ever received. It said, "I am psychic. I have foreseen you will arrive at exactly 2:47 p.m. Please arrive at that time to confirm my vision. Do not arrive early or late. The universe must align." The driver arrived at 2:51 p.m. The customer was upset, said the driver disrupted cosmic timing. The driver explained delivery windows are estimates, not exact times. The customer said the driver could have tried harder, could have manifested the correct arrival time through intention. The driver said traffic does not respond to intention. The customer said that revealed the driver's limited spiritual awareness. The driver said he would work on that. Left quickly. Another driver had a note saying, "Please perform interpretive dance to announce arrival instead of ringing doorbell. Dance must convey joy of receiving packages." The driver rang the doorbell normally. The customer opened the door disappointed. Said they had been looking forward to the dance. The driver said they do not do dances. The customer said that revealed a lack of creativity in the profession. The driver said the profession was logistics, not performance art. The customer said everything in life could be art if you chose to see it that way. The driver said that was beautiful but did not change company policy. After collecting these stories, I spoke with a logistics professor who studies delivery systems and customer behavior. She said delivery instructions reveal interesting things about customer expectations. She said in the past, deliveries were simple. Packages went to post offices, people picked them up. No instructions needed. Then deliveries started coming to homes. Initially just to doors. Customers had little control. Now with detailed delivery instructions, customers have too much control. Or think they do. She said the ability to write instructions created the expectation that any instruction can be accommodated. Customers do not think about feasibility. They write what they want. Assume it will happen. When it does not, they blame the driver, not their unreasonable expectations. She said the problem is amplified by the gig economy. Drivers for some services are independent contractors, not trained employees. Quality varies wildly. Some drivers go above and beyond. This creates expectation that all drivers will. But most drivers follow standard procedures. Do their job. Nothing extra. Customers who experienced exceptional service expect it every time. When they get normal service, they are disappointed. Leave bad reviews. This punishes drivers for being normal. She said customers also do not understand time constraints. Drivers have hundreds of deliveries per day. Tight schedules. They cannot spend extra time at each house. But customers write instructions assuming unlimited time, expecting drivers to hide packages perfectly, move trash bins, play with dogs, wrap gifts. These extras add up. If every customer wanted 1 extra minute of service, that is hundreds of extra minutes per day. Impossible. But customers do not think about that. They think about their individual needs, not the system as a whole. She said another issue is unclear instructions. Customers write notes that make sense to them, but lack context for drivers. Hide package behind third rock. Which perspective? Third from what starting point? Use secret knock. What knock? Leave in backyard without opening gate. How? Customers assume their instructions are clear because they understand their own homes. But drivers are seeing the location for the first time. What seems obvious to the customer is ambiguous to the driver. She said the solution is standardization. Limited instruction options. Drop-offs at specific locations. No custom requests. But customers want flexibility. Want control. Companies provide instruction boxes to stay competitive. This creates chaos. Drivers struggle to interpret vague or impossible instructions. Customers get angry when interpretations differ from intent. Everyone is frustrated. She said the most problematic instructions are ones that expand the job beyond delivery. Customers asking drivers to set up products, move furniture, do household tasks. This creates liability issues. If a driver injures themselves doing tasks beyond their job description, who is responsible? If they damage something, who pays? These are not trivial questions. That is why companies have strict policies about what drivers can do. But customers see policies as lack of service. They compare delivery drivers to old-fashioned service providers who did extra tasks. But those providers had different business models, different insurance, different compensation. Modern delivery is optimized for speed and volume, not personalized service. Customers want both: fast delivery and personal attention. These often conflict. She said American consumer culture expects extreme convenience. We want everything delivered. Want it delivered exactly how we want. Want special accommodations. But do not want to pay for premium service. Standard delivery is cheap because it is standardized. Everyone gets the same service. If you want custom service, that costs more. But customers expect custom service at standard prices. This creates impossible situations. Drivers cannot provide what customers want within the constraints of the business model. So customers are disappointed. Drivers are stressed. Companies are caught between satisfying customers and protecting drivers. She said the only solution is realistic expectations. Customers need to understand what delivery service includes and does not include. Need to write clear, reasonable instructions. Need to accept that drivers are doing a job, not catering to individual whims. But changing customer expectations requires cultural shift. Americans are accustomed to getting what they want. Customization is everywhere. This creates entitlement. The belief that everything can and should be customized to personal preference, including delivery instructions that defy logic and possibility. She said technology might help. Some companies now have pre-written instruction options. Leave at door. Hand to customer. Leave with neighbor. No custom notes. This eliminates impossible requests. But customers complain about lack of flexibility. They want the option to write custom instructions, even if those instructions are unreasonable. She said we might be moving toward AI delivery soon. Drones and robots. No human drivers. This would eliminate many problems. Robots do not get offended by weird instructions. They just follow programming. But robots cannot adapt to unclear instructions, cannot throw packages over fences or play with dogs or find secret hiding spots. So customers would face different limitations. She said ultimately, delivery is a service. Services have boundaries. Customers who respect boundaries get good service. Customers who push boundaries create problems. The delivery instruction box is not a wish list. It is a tool for communicating practical information. When customers use it as a wish list, drivers struggle, and everyone involved is frustrated. That is the current state of American delivery. Packages arrive, but often not exactly how customers imagined in their impossible instructions. And they blame the drivers who are just trying to do their jobs in a world where customer expectations have left reality behind.